Hey guys, it's Erin. I haven't made a video in a hot minute, so I thought I would come on and talk to you about the amazing thing that I actually managed to do this past week. I've been to Ulta twice this weekend for a grand total of less than $22. It can be done, ladies. It can be done. I went in on Friday. I have a gift card that I got for Easter from my mom, and I went in on Friday. And I was looking for... There were 3 or 4 palettes that I was actually interested in, eyeshadow palettes that I was interested in. When I got there, the one that I liked was sold out. The second one that I liked was sold out. And I'm a little unsure of them anyway, because it's a brand I haven't had much luck with before. But I've only got one palette from them, so I'm willing to give it a chance since I have the gift card. But both of those were sold out. And there were 3 others that I wanted to look at. And when I actually saw them in person, online they look great, but when I saw them in person I wasn't happy with them, wasn't real happy about the swatches or anything. So I ended up leaving on Friday with 2 particular items that one I was kind of looking for, the other one was just a surprise, and it was on clearance, so I'm a big fan of the clearance section in any store. And then today I ended up accidentally in Ulta. I went out for just a random drive, and I ended up down on like a small highway, and they have this whole area that's just recently built up, and they have this brand new shopping center. I say brand new, it's probably like, it's been there for like a year or 2 now. But to me it's brand new because I don't go down there all the time. But there's an Ulta in there, and I thought, no, not today. So I kept driving, and I head on down the highway. And I took a couple of turns, and somehow I ended up back at that shopping center. So I thought, that's a sign from God, I should go into Ulta. So I went into Ulta, and they didn't even have a spot for the 2 palettes I was looking for that were sold out at the first Ulta. They didn't even have a spot for them, so I don't think they ever got them in. Whatever, I ended up leaving there today with nothing, which is maybe the 2nd time in my entire life I've left Ulta without buying something. So, wanted to show you the things that I did get. First of all, I got this, and unfortunately they put the price tag like right over it, but it is this thing from Smashbox, and it is called, okay, all it says on it is Art Love Color Shadows, which you can see right here, I think. Yeah, there you go. I don't know if the palette has a different name other than that, and I'm not seeing... Okay, the one that I actually picked up is Sepia, if that ever... There it goes. It is Sepia, and it is a 3-way eyeshadow palette. Actually, it was kind of neat. I didn't really grasp what I was buying. I don't know why. I didn't realize that it was a tiny little set. Okay, and I didn't realize, I thought that that was just like artfully done picture. It actually is... Okay, here's the little thing. And you got this little piece up here, and boom, it curls out. I just thought that was neat. It's kind of neat for travel and all. But it is a very, very, very tiny amount. I mean, you can't really see what I'm looking at here. Okay? But it is a really tiny palette. It's perfectly okay. It's still going to take me forever to go through. I'll probably never actually hit pan on it. But I thought it was neat. I thought they were neat colors. Did I already chip one of them? You see that down there on that brown? See right there in the corner there? You see that? I don't think I've ever broken an eyeshadow in my life. I've had them show up in the mail broken. Let me tell you that. I've had them show up plenty of times in the mail broken. I don't think I've ever actually chipped one of my own. And I don't remember that being there a few minutes ago when I swatched it and took a picture. Anyway, it came with this adorable little brush. Okay, and it is a very little brush. I should have brought one of my other brushes in, and I didn't. I didn't bring one of my other brushes in. But it's like a travel size brush. I think pretty much all of us have it. The only problem I have with this is that when I pull it out of the box, I don't know if you can see it. Don't mind the blue stuff in my hand. I don't know if you can see it, but look at the top of that. This side is okay. Okay, this side seems to be perfectly okay, but this side is like mangled. So I'm not really sure how much use I'm going to get out of this brush, because I can't seem to really get that straightened out. I've been like sitting here playing with it all night, and I can't seem to get that straightened out. But so take a look at the swatches so you can take a look at what they look like. actually worn any of these yet, so I don't know what they look like. I don't know how they hold up. I have a lot of stuff from Smashbox. Smashbox is one of my favorites as far as the as far as eyeshadows and all go. So they're probably in my top 5. So I'm figuring it's going to hold up the same way they all do. They all seem to hold up really well. Their pigmentation from my other Smashbox products seems to be okay. On the swatch, they didn't look bad. They actually look pretty good, so I actually might try them out tomorrow. I start a job tomorrow. But anyway, I may try that out tomorrow when I go to work. We'll see. And I'll probably wake up tomorrow morning and feel like wearing something completely different because it's going to be 5:30 in the morning and I'm probably not going to want to put much more than one color on. So I'm probably going to end up walking in with like just pink eyeshadow or something. Anyway, second thing I got, I was actually kind of looking for, I wasn't looking for this exact product, but I was looking for, you probably noticed in the swatching video, my hands are really dry. Well, they were much worse on Friday. My hands were actually cracking and splitting, and I think it's just change of season kind of thing, but I have really, really bad dry skin, and my hands have been particularly bad this year. And I've got all this stuff at home. I've got, sorry, I know that was weird. My mom got me this stuff, which I actually really, really like, but it's in a tub, so I can't keep it in my purse. Here's the other thing. And of course the cover's on it. It's like a paste. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's like a paste. And it's really, really good, but I can only really use it in the morning. I hate the feeling of lotion. I think I'm the only person in the world that does, but I hate the way lotion feels in my skin. I hate it. It's like this sticky, gross feeling, so getting me to actually wear lotion is terrible. And I like that stuff. It works a lot, and it works really well, and my mom got it for me because it was really thick, and I won't buy myself thick lotions because I can't stand them. But she got me this lotion, and it actually works really well, but I wanted something that I could keep in my purse that I could use, you know, throughout the day. So while I was at Ulta, I thought, let me look. They usually have these cutesy little things. Some of them are very kitschy, and I don't tend to go for the kitschy stuff, like, you know, the little animal containers and, you know, stuff that's got little flowers on them and stuff that smells, and I don't usually go for that stuff. Mostly because I do wear perfume. I'm a lover of perfume. I'm a lover of cheap perfume. I refuse to spend over $20 on scented alcohol, so it just doesn't happen. But I do have a lot of perfume, and I do enjoy wearing perfume, so I don't typically buy lotions and stuff that smell like something because they don't usually match my perfume, and then you end up smelling weird. But I broke my own rule. You guys are gonna love this thing. Look at how cute this is. It's a little banana. Oh. And it's got the little label on it. Okay, it's some kind of Korean thing, and it's called banana hand milk. I guess you can milk a banana. I'm just kidding. I know you can't. I know. I'm just being silly. But this is banana hand milk, and I think it's like a Korean product or something, because everything that was hanging off of it and all had, you know, there was like a little package that it came with, and everything was written in Korean, and I'm trying to open the label to see if everything is written in Korean. Yes. Yeah, everything is written in like Korean or something, so, and unfortunately I can't read Korean, so, but that's okay. I pretty much know open bottle, squeeze on hand, rub into skin. Now, this also does have a scent. Okay, it's got this little screw top. This is perfect because you've got to unscrew it, and then you end up with this, and you can squeeze it, and it just made a terrible sound, and it comes out looking like that. Okay, but then let me put this down. Okay, then you can just rub it in, and it disappears, and then my hands tend to stay nice and soft and silky and not shedding skin all over the place for about 24 hours. It absorbs in really quick, which I absolutely love because I don't have that nasty, disgusting feeling of lotion on my skin. It puts the lotion on its skin. I don't have that nasty, gross, lotion-y feeling on my skin all day. It absorbs really quick, like in less than 30 seconds. It's absorbed in. Everything's really soft. Yes, it does smell like banana. And if you know me, you know that I am a sucker for things that smell like banana. I don't know why. I even have banana-scented bubbles. figure that out. But yeah, you rub it in, and it smells like banana, but it is very lightly scented like banana. So like, you rub it on your hands and somebody walks in your office or something, they're not going to smell, you know, bananas all over the place. I kind of like it because I can, at least for a few minutes, I can keep smelling banana. But it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't fill up the room. So, and like I said, I don't usually go for these kitschy little things because they don't seem to work really well most of the time. This one really seems to work. And the company, it's Tony Moly Magic Food Banana Hand Milk. That's the name of it. This is the little label. I did get it at Ulta. This is the first time I have ever seen it at Ulta. It's the first time I've ever seen it at all, because if I had seen it before, I would have bought it. I mean, it's banana. But this is really the first time I have seen it. I did see it in our Ulta. The way my Ulta is, it's like up against the back wall, like where they have the like the drugstore brands, like the CeraVe and stuff like that. This was back there with that, and there was some other kitschy kind of stuff, like there was little animals and stuff back there with it, and like these little Panda Bear lip balms and stuff like that. It was back over with that stuff. It cost about $10, which is more than I'm usually willing to spend on a hand lotion that I'm going to just drop in my purse, but I couldn't resist. It's a tiny banana. It smells like banana, so. But I'm glad I did, because it really works very well. I'm very pleased with it. And that's about it. That was my weekend. Well, I did more with my weekend than that, but I'm not going to talk to you about that. No, it's been an interesting week. There have been some developments in my family, so my video making may become sporadic. Like I said, I am starting a job tomorrow. There are some things happening in my family right now that are of a more serious nature. There is going to be a video about that at some point in the future, just not right now. And I'll get into all of that, but my video making might become a little bit sporadic because family does come first. And of course my job comes first as well. So I will see you guys when I see you. I am going to try to put out at least one video a week. I think I can pull that off right now. When I first started the YouTube channel, I was really excited about it, and I thought, I'm going to make a video every day. Oh, I'm going to be all doing this cool stuff, and it's not going to happen. I think just about every other YouTuber has that. It's just not going to happen, you know, every day. No. I have people I watch that used to do it every day, and now it's like 2 times a week, then it's down to 1, and then you might see them every 2 weeks, but I am going to try to put out a video about once a week. I do have a blog site, as I think I have mentioned before. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, all that stuff. All of that stuff will be down below in the description where everybody else puts it. So I'll give you all those links, and I hope to see you guys there. And I will see you probably next week, unless I get really adventurous and start making videos in my car at lunch when I'm at work. So I'll see you guys next time. Have a good week, guys.